This crime is the most fiendish, cold-blooded, inexcusable case the world has ever known.
Professor McKinnon, I must agree with Nietzsche. Tribal codes and such do not necessarily apply to the leaders of society.
That's what Mr. Horn has told this court.
Something perfect, something brilliant. The true test of the superior intellect, with every little detail worked out.
Been a report on a brown kid that was pulled out of a culvert up in Higwish Park.
I want to do something really dangerous. Something that'll have everybody talking.
They weren't the boys. I tried them on him. They didn't fit. Do you think whoever did it could have dropped them there?
We said dump the body in the lake, but no, he had a stroke of genius.
If you're looking for a kid to kidnap, Ollie's just the kind of cocky little punk you pick.
First guy by on his way to work pulled him out of that stinking culvert.
It's the truth, Mumsy. You said yourself he was a fresh little smart aleck.
Is it sad that you're here? Just you and I and little Polly Kessler's ghost.
Anyone who knows me knows how sorry I am for little Paulie Kessler. Knows that I'm not saying it simply to talk.
What's one life more or less? There were 9 million people killed in the war. What does one little Chicago boy matter?
To deny the rich the same right of defense as the poor might be to go along with the same kind of thinking that started that fire.
We agreed to explore all the possibilities of human experience, didn't we? Unemotionally detached.
There's no such thing as sadness.
It's a cheap, cowardly lie.
And the best trial lawyer in the country.
You've had him for 12 hours. Please spare me 12 seconds.
Only the reality of things happen.
In their opinion, the boys are completely sane. I have a distinct feeling of being persecuted by the defense. Do you think I should be committed?
Might be more interesting to hear their conclusions. The doctors would observe each other. The subject to be debated here is Mr. Horn's sanity. For once, I agree with him. Only a jury could determine that. Aside from each other, you don't have any close friends.
There is no other justice.
In this land of ours, a court of law could not help but bow down to public opinion.
We didn't have any other friends because there was no one of sufficient intelligence and maturity worth cultivating. Is there anything wrong in that?
No further questions.
I felt sorry for him then, and I feel sorry for him now.
We're pleading guilty because we're afraid to do anything else.
If you've read him, sir, you'll remember that he conceives the Superman as being detached from such human emotions as anger and greed and lust and the will to power.
All life is worth saving.
Can I ask you one thing?
I think he never wanted to go through with it anyway. Will my mother be there?
These have been the most fascinating 4 weeks I've ever spent.
No, Your Honor. If these boys must hang, you must do it.
Why didn't you tell him the truth? It all adds up to 6 feet of rope and a hang.
I wasn't expecting you to fall down on your knees and thank God for deliverance.
Perpetrators of this crime shall be hanged.
There was no excuse for killing little Paulie Kessler.
God has nothing to do with it.
Are we crazy?
We agreed it was the true test of the superior intellect.
I'll give you a statement when I'm good and ready to it.
Superior intellect?
You sure, Judd? Cruelty only breeds cruelty. I know that any mother might be the mother of Heidi Strauss.
You're betting 20 to 1 we hang.
I wish they'd hung us right off the bat.
For the crime of murder, to be confined in the penitentiary at Joliet for the term of your natural life. For the crime of kidnapping for ransom, to be confined in the penitentiary at Joliet for 99 years.
In those years to come, you might find yourself asking if it wasn't the hand of God dropped those glasses. And if he didn't, who did?